Hello, Living Dead Dolls fans. This is Josh, aka Doggiepants, and I'm coming at you in partnership with Mezco Toys for another doll review. And today, we're actually going to be taking a look at the LDD Presents doll, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, which is Sabrina the Teenage Witch, which was a kind of a remake, but really just, it was originally a comic book. So they made a show in the 90s starring Melissa Joan Hart. That's back in my era. Which was significantly more tame than the Netflix series that has come out, I think like a couple years ago, maybe last year, which is very dark and very satanic and crazy, and I'm blown away that it was made, but it's very good, actually. It's really, really good. Although I do find all of her choices a little insufferable. But I still like the show quite a bit. So watch the show if you get a chance, but let's take a look at the doll first, shall we? All right, so here we go. We're going to start with the window box. Boom. So this is what it looks like. Red window box. And it does say LDD Presents The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. And then the dot on the eye there is a pentagram, which is pretty cool. It does say LDD Presents Sabrina here on the side. On this side, it's a picture of the full doll. And then on the back is a nice close-up shot of her face with some red candles, which I do appreciate. So pretty nice window box. Let's go ahead and take a look at the doll, shall we? Bam, here she is. And I actually really like her. She's pretty simple. I think they did a really nice design when taking a look at the actual woman playing this part in the show. She looks pretty spot on. The hair's great. Everything's pretty good. Let's take a look at the outfit, shall we? She does come with the classic Mary Jane shoes that we see on a lot of these dolls. And then she has these stretchy black tights. Now, they do go all the way up to the middle of her body. They're pretty nice. They fit nicely. There is some give to them. I will say that I do see some staining on this doll from these tights. So if you do plan on using her, I don't know, as a bait doll for anything, just be aware that there is a little bit of staining down there as well. Now, the dress itself is pretty cool and feels kind of old school Living Dead Dolls-esque in that it's not quite a felt, but it does kind of have that feeling to it. Beautiful red dress, iconic to the show. It is all one piece. It does Velcro right here up the back. There is this little kind of fold here on the bodice of the dress. It almost looks like those buttons would unbutton, but it doesn't. It's just kind of sewn that way. Those buttons are just for show. One thing that I do love about this doll is the collar lays really beautifully. That lace collar, it's not sticking up. We've tended to see those kind of issues on dolls in the past, not so much on this one. That lace is mirrored around the sleeve of her outfit as well. And then she does have this black headband. Now this is just a ribbon here, and then underneath at the bottom of the ribbon, try to pull it up, there is a little bit of elastic here. So that's kind of what holds it to the head. We've seen them do that awful plastic in the past, so I'm really happy that they've gone back to elastic. It actually stays nicely on the hair, and you can keep it from flying off or doing anything crazy. So the hair itself is kind of this whitish blonde. So in the show, after I believe the first season, her hair goes white. I think that this is the white-haired version. It's almost blondish, but it's not quite as blonde as she was in the show. So it's definitely post-turning. There is quite a bit of curl to it, but it lays pretty nicely. The only thing I will say is that I wish it was just slightly longer, so it was easier to style, but still looks pretty good, I think, especially from the front of the doll. It's pretty spot on to her haircut, which is pretty short. And then the face paint is really clean and beautiful. I'm going to hold this up. Boom. So look at that. Pretty simple eye. The eyes are almost gray in color. There's a little bit of shadow around the eye, kind of the eyeshadow area. She has a pretty prominent black brow, which is nice, a bright red lip, and then the faintest little freckles. You can probably see that right there in those images, right? Boom. But yeah. But that's pretty much it for the doll itself. Beautiful, simple. I love a simple doll. I love the show, so I'm really happy that they kind of went for this LDD Presents. It was very unexpected. One other cool thing about this doll is that it actually comes with an accessory. It comes with her Boom, her cat, Salem. Here it is. I'm going to hold it up nice and close because I don't think we've had this cat mold before. So bright green eye, a little bit of white on the chest, black. It's nothing is movable. It's just kind of a hard plastic. The head doesn't turn or anything. So it feels like old school animals that we saw all the way back for Series 6. Although Series 6 animals were a little bit softer plastic. This is definitely pretty hard. But it's definitely a new mold. It's not a cat mold that we've seen before. So Salem, her cat, is included. She does have an accessory, which I love. But that's it for the doll. It's a very short review, but not a lot of crazy details that you need to show in depth. But again, I love the simple dolls, so I'm kind of digging this one. I think they did a really nice job. Plus, I love an unexpected doll. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. I did realize that I made a review of the newer Catwoman, and I thought it uploaded and it never did. So I'm going to make sure that gets up shortly too. So keep an eye out for that. And this is Sabrina. I believe there is still some available on Mezco, so you should get out and buy that doll. She's really cool, and especially if you're like me and love the simple dolls, this is a good one for you. So great. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye.